It's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that.
Caught, and he's got room. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Here's a heat. They get to him as he throws. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Terrapins will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Play fake, Julian Sayed. He's going to take a shot. Got it down the field. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. Running inside, it's Jackson. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Throwing, say it. He's got it on the run. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Send the tight end in motion. The run inside. It's Jackson. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead at week 6. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Holly, what update do you have for us?
On the Maryland sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up with the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Fires to the tight end. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. At the 35, he's loose. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? They'll run play action. Unleashes one. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Terrapins line up to punt it away. Wants to return it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Might be calling a hot route. Here's Julian saying to throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. On the run, it's Jackson. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. The Buckeyes are marching down the field. Sends it back in motion. The pull and throw off the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Reads it, fires complete, and tackled there by the defense.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. 4th down in inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. Might have a chance. Touchdown, Buckeye! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he puts through the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
On the Maryland sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. These guys have taken some serious lumps in Big Ten play, and I want to see if they've become demoralized.
Yeah, I think you're going to find out a lot about their mental toughness here in this game because at the start of the season, they were hoping to compete in Big Ten play. They've had some bounces not go their way. They've had some guys get injured. And now is the time in this game right here that you can turn it around by getting a win.
And it's hard. Obviously, such a difficult conference. The Big Ten, you got to bring your A game so many times or else you do get beat. You've had some setbacks. Now, how are we going to finish? We've talked about this season. We've talked about what we want to do, and we might not be living up to expectations, but we can control finishing strong.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over a football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
He's going to take off. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Rush is on him. Being chased. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Finds the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Buckeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down.
Booster!
Say it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Lining up to add another. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Manning. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Washington. Williams open on the right side. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Terrapins send out the punt unit. And they'll just down it right there.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Here's Sayin to throw. Moving out to the right. He'll get rid of it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the 2nd quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
And the Buckeyes, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Again, it's Sayin. He unleashes a long one. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Jackson. Ripping off a good chunk inside their 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. Sayin. Got it set up on the outside. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably at a field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback making checks. Again, it's St. Clair. Lets it fly. Oh, look, Ma, one hand.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees call it.
He'll take it himself. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And he tacks on the extra point. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We start with Tulane taking on the number 17 team, the Army Black Knights. And it's the Green Wave. able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. That gets them back above 500. They're now 3-2 on the season. Here now, a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Big 12.
The Terrapins will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. Gets it out to the 44, and he's out of bounds, and now this offense has spectacular field position. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
I caught up with Ohio State's head coach coming out of the locker room. His wide receiver is doing exactly what they want. Even though he's getting a lot of hype for the Heisman conversation, his performance on the field is doing all the talking. Let you know if it continues here in the second half as they try to find him early and often to keep that momentum. Guys?
All right, Holly. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. And the defense drags him down.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive lanes.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on! They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. St. Clair. The screen, watch out. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Got his man. He stopped short of the 1st down marker, had to get it to the 30-yard line, and now they're staring at 4th and short.
Well, I got to give the defense credit on that. 3rd down, they were almost anticipating some throws to the outside. They took it all away, so they forced the quarterback to go into the middle of the field on the drag route where everybody could converge on the receiver and make the tackle short of the 1st down.
He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it on the move. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Officials stopping play as one of the Terrapins is down on the field. That is their junior defensive end, and they hope he's just rattled momentarily. Holly Rowe will update his condition in a bit. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Got it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And the Buckeyes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He wants to change this route. Throwing, say it. Looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Back to throw, it's Sayin. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And here comes the field goal unit. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. He splits the uprights. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback's got the first. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. They'll move the tight end. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. That's caught. It's Scott. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game. Trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there. Being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Hamilton. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Got a man in the middle. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Terrapins, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Pulls it and fires to the left. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Grabbed behind the line, it's Scott. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Throws, wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game, they pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen it.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. 12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on 3rd down. Trying to make magic on the... breaks into the open. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick them up and put them down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Just watching the clock run out on this one, and we can turn our attention to what's in store for next week here in the midpoint of the season. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Scanning the field is Hamilton. Pocket breaking down. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
In that second down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. So you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
This defense has been lights out, stubborn on the doorstep. Can the offense finally find the end zone? Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
This defense is playing excellent on this drive here at critical down and distance. Second and goal, third and goal. They're able to get sacks and push the offense back, now forcing a field goal try.
No good. I guess the idea was to chip away at a big lead. Consider the lead not chipped away at.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but
maybe a crease. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well then I'm...
Oh, he's got some space. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye! They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
Now, honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Tight end now in motion. On the ground with the counter. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he's knocked down.
I think he does a really good job on this second down play of being very decisive, getting north-south, making the play, and now setting up a much better third down. That's a play we can continue to run even on third down right now.
Doing it himself again. Finding some room. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And the Terrapins will line it up on 1st and 10. Trying play action. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. To the air, it's Hamilton. They're setting up the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play. And that last completion left him short of the sticks. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Terrapins will send out the punt unit. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Let's go down to the sideline and Hobby Road.
Here on Ohio State's sideline, there is so much enthusiasm on the sideline right now. This running back has been brilliant today. Over 200 yards rushing, and he continues to run strong. The coaches told us he gets stronger as the game goes on. We'll see how much longer they keep him out there with a big lead.
He's loose. Gets the first himself. The 30. At the 20. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. A designed run for the quarterback. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.